Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Thursday, May 2nd, around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2024. A slightly unexpected G3 geomagnetic storm occurred earlier today. It seems to be waning. KP down near KP4. There could still be a chance for aurora across Canada and the northern states. So get out and look up. This event appears to be reverberating. Keep calm. It's boom time. Widespread threat of severe weather, possible tornadoes returns next week in the central U.S. And here with this map, we can see where that severe weather threat is. Here's Monday's forecast. Severe weather threat from Nebraska south into Texas. The next of the Schmexus. Severe weather risk is decreasing for Oklahoma, but rain is still expected as eastern Nebraska and western Iowa see hail as severe thunderstorms move through the area. Hail is on the uptick. Take a look at some of this hail in Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely terrifying. That is definitely helmet weather. Please come over to Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave on X and follow us for all the latest updates. We're trying to get to 10,000 followers ASAP. Here's the hail map for Tuesday, April 30th. 60,465 impacted with 1 inch or larger hail. And there's the big hail, 634 impacted with 1.75 inch or larger hail. That goes all the way up to 2.5 inches. As we take a quick look at some of the lakes out in the west, here is Lake Mead, now over 23 feet above last year's level and looking good. As Lake Powell continues to rise, started to rise here third week of April, and is now currently 35 feet above last year's level. So all things in the west looking pretty good. Here's the state tornado count. Not looking good at all as of May 2nd, 2024. New winter chicken dinner for the most tornadoes, Iowa, followed by Kansas. And you can see where the main pattern here of tornadoes, 43 in Ohio. Looks like Tornado Alley may be moving east. Here's the forecast. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rainfall threats for the center of the nation. Near record warmth for the east. Active weather for the center of the nation today. Severe thunderstorms and flash flooding concerns over portions of the central and southern plains into the Mississippi Valley today and into tonight. Meanwhile, cool and snowy in parts of the Northwest and Great Basin with above average and potentially record-breaking temperatures for the Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic. Grand solar minimum much? Let's take a look at the GFS model here. You can see where that rain and snow is happening in the Pacific Northwest. And you can see where that threat of severe weather explodes here Sunday into Monday down in Texas as the snow continues in the west. Let's take a look at the total snowfall as it appears as if our mountains are going to be getting some snow here on Monday and Tuesday. So significant snow over the next day or so. For the Sierras and the Pacific Northwest, 16, it's saying 20 inches here or more could fall by the beginning of the week as the snow continues to fall in the west. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore is not pleased with the forecast. Rare April cold hits Antarctica, minus 112 Fahrenheit. Brrr. Heavy spring snow traps 1,000 vehicles in northern India and wild swings in New Jersey. The wind didn't blow as hard in 2023, whatever that means. Go check out electroverse.info. Kenya orders flood evacuations as it warns dams could spill. Holy macaroni. People in the area expect a flood have been ordered to evacuate by Friday evening. The Kenyan government has ordered people living in near 178 dams and reservoirs to evacuate as heavy rains continue. The Interior Ministry warned that the water bodies have filled up or are nearly filled up and may spill over any time, posing a high risk to persons living in their neighborhood. Bad news for Kenya. Seismic update. No real quakes of note. Probably a frac quake here in Kansas just kicking off. The most notable quake of the day, 5.4 in Nikolsky, Alaska, on the tip of the Aleutians there. No other quakes of note. Earthquake swarm continues at the Kīlauea Summit's East Rift as the alert level is, I just think, elevated. Some closures in the national park are also being continued due to the elevated unrest at the summit and Upper East Rift Zone, which includes many roads. So heed the warnings. Worldwide Volcano News Update. Shivalush, new lava dome growth. And a little interesting jiffy there. Fuego to 15,000 feet. Santo Guito to 14,000 feet. Reventador to 15,000. Popo to 19 today. Semeru to 14. Popo to 19. I just said that. Ruang still puffing to 5,000 feet today. Ibu to 11,000. Sangay to 21. Semeru 14. Who knew? Now you do. As Ruang continues to report volcanic ash to flight level 5050. And that basically wraps it up. Abeko puffing to 14,000 feet today. Liwatobi, ground report of an eruption with ash to 6,000. So nothing spectacular, and that's good news. CME impact and solar storm was observed today. A somewhat unexpected one, or perhaps even two coronal mass ejections past Earth, with the first impact at 1412 UTC May 2nd. The BZ component of the interplanetary magnetic field pointed south for a long duration following the impact. Unfortunately for Aurora skywatchers, a strong G3 geomagnetic storm was observed during daylight hours today. Although the storm has since subsided, a geomagnetic storm watch remains in effect for the next 6 hours should solar wind parameters change. And a quick look over here at Discover Solar Wind. Where are we? I just updated it for the show. You can see that change in the phi angle here, right here. It looks like a CME impact. Everything bumps at the same time. But plasma speed didn't get much above 450 kilometers per second, so I don't foresee this getting much stronger any longer. Hey, that rhymed. Two coronal holes just passing Earth. Not that big, so seismic watch is minimum at best. As the current HMI intensity showing a number of sunspot groups on the northern half that are now Earth-facing. So we'll keep a close eye on the sun as we had an unexpected geomagnetic storm, G3, earlier today. Now, Leah and I are going to be talking about this weekend on our radio show. Elon Musk's Starlink satellites could be eroding Earth's magnetic field and slowly poisoning us all, according to an ex-NASA scientist. Very fascinating, and the show should be quite interesting. All the links will be below. Scientists forewarn timing of a triple whammy extinction that will eradicate all life from Earth. And they put some things into AI, and AI says we're dead. Earth is going to become an uninhabitable hellhole for humans with 50 C-degree days and then bone-shattering sub-zero winds. The triple whammy event would end life for all mammals on Earth as the fear-mongering continues. A portion of I-95 to remain closed for days after a tractor-trailer carrying thousands of gallons of gasoline exploded into a massive inferno. Let's take a look at the massive inferno, as we see here. Literally burning the underpass, overpass, whatever you want to call it. So this seems to be a regular occurrence on I-95 these days. What say you? Leave a comment below. The second Boeing whistleblower dies suddenly. Yeah, with a bullet to the head. Can you believe it? We live in a very corrupt world. Nervous system manipulation by electromagnetic fields from monitors. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Someone asked me about four-dimensional space, and I Googled it. You're about to look at the 4D equivalent of a cube known as a tesseract. And sometimes people on DMT see things like this. They see entities manipulating four-dimensional space, such as the tesseract. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. Watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. Be safe. We love you. And we'll see you all in the desert on the 26th for the Crow Canyon Petroglyph Tour. Be safe.